WWE Universe to Tim Reynolds Show's live play-by-play and reaction for WWE NXT. Hope you guys are ready for an exciting show as we get started here with our little preview of what to expect here on this week's episode here on May 19th, 2026 of WWE NXT. Hope you guys are having a good start to your week, and hey, after the chaotic last couple of weeks we've seen on NXT, what will we expect here tonight? Well, the only thing you can ever expect on WWE NXT is the unexpected. Hey, what's up, Daniel Barry Sports Highlights, one of the first people to comment in the channel here. What's good? Happy Tuesday to you as well, guys. And hey guys, just want to start off this live stream by saying happy Tuesday to y'all, and also God bless every single one of y'all and your families. Hope you're having a great day. This weekend coming up is Memorial Day weekend, so just wanted to make sure I showed some love here on the chat, and also just want to thank every single person who comes into the live stream, who subscribes to the channel and helps support this sports entertainment channel here on YouTube. I'm happy to bring the excitement, and happy you guys are loving the content. Thank you so much for being a part of the Tim Reynolds Show family. All right, let's get started here, wrestling fans and WWE Universe, with our preview for WWE NXT. Hope everybody's doing well. All right, so let's get right to it here, guys, and what we can expect here tonight. Will Dark State be on the same page after what we seen take place last Tuesday, when it looked like Dark State is going ahead and challenging for those NXT tag team titles? But it looks like the two members that have been sort of frustrating and not on the same page are going to be working together here. And will it work out, or will Vanity Project be able to defeat Dark State here today and retain those WWE NXT Tag Team Championships? So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. All right, so also, guys, tonight we'll see the NXT Women's North American Championship on the line, as we see the newcomer Izzy Rain will be the challenger here as she takes on the champion Tatum Paxley. And will Paxley be able to retain her title here tonight, or will we see one of the newest, hottest superstars here on WWE NXT in the women's division be able to step up to win her first title in her WWE career here tonight? We'll find out in a huge title match here today. And then, speaking of tag team matches, we'll have a huge tag team matchup where we'll see the NXT champion Tony D'Angelo teaming up with the NXT North American champion Myles as they take on the tag team for the newcomers here, guys, in Mason Rook and also Cam Hendricks. And it'll be really exciting to see what happens with these newcomers. The first time we've seen them in a match in action here, and I'm really pumped up to see what we will expect here today in this tag team matchup with two of the champions here on the NXT brand. You have to imagine that this is one of the best tag team combinations that you could have. But will we see the NXT North American champion Myles and the NXT champion Tony D'Angelo get on the same page here as a tag team? Or will we see the newcomers in Mason Rook and Cam Hendricks be able to get a huge victory here today to kick off their WWE careers here in NXT? Or I should say maybe their NXT careers here on Tuesday night. I'm really excited to see what this matchup will look like here today, and more than likely, this is going to be our main event of the evening. And also, guys, prepare for elegance? And yeah, that's right, guys. Tristan Angels, one of the newest members here on NXT. Looks like we're going to be seeing Tristan here tonight as he makes his in-ring debut here on WWE NXT. And guys, I don't know what to make of this guy other than he seems pretty charismatic, I guess. But we'll have to see how he performs inside the ring here tonight as he makes his NXT in-ring debut. And you got to wonder who his opponent will be, and will he be able to come out victorious or not here in this one? All right, guys, and be careful what you ask for because guess what? After what took place last week with Tate Wilder not on the same page with his tag team teammates in that six-man tag match, well, he's looking for more action here today, and it looks like he's got some action in a one-on-one matchup here tonight with Keanu Carver. Oh boy, I don't know if Tate Wilder knows what he's getting into here tonight because Keanu Carver has been one of the hottest and most dominant superstars here in NXT since his call up. And I got to tell you guys, I do not think Tate Wilder knows what he's getting himself into, and it could be a brutal beatdown here tonight on WWE NXT as Tate Wilder goes one-on-one with Keanu Carver. All right, guys, and don't forget here tonight we will see Saquon and Dion Lennox of Dark State look to regain those NXT Tag Team Championships here tonight as the WWE NXT Tag Team Champions, the Vanity Project, will look to defend their titles here tonight. And you got to imagine heading into this matchup, will Dark State be at ringside to give their teammates back up here, or will they make sure that Saquon and Dion Lennox have to handle this all on their own to regain those titles back here for Dark State? And guys, not to mention Naruku, Mr. Evil will be here tonight. And guys, I don't know what to expect, but this guy is coming in with a lot of momentum. What's up, Kenneth? How we doing here, man? Hey to all my friends, how is everyone doing today? I'm doing good. Went to the hospital, visit some people, and prayers for them. Oh, thank you, Kenneth. Appreciate that, bear brother. 10 and 1/2, what's going on? And we've got H Car. What's up, man? Hi, Tim. How are you? Doing triple on May 30th pay-per-view. I have 3. If people, the main roster example, Bailey, Gariano, and original El Grande Americano. Should be pretty good if you're talking about that AAA PLE. That should be pretty good to check out. Thank you there, hanging out in the chat, everybody. And hey, it looks like, guys, shortly before NXT gets started here, we are seeing Tatum Paxley and Shiloh Hill really starting to become like buddy, like best friends here as she's helping Shiloh with something, maybe his outfit or something. I don't know. You know it's Shiloh Hill. He's definitely into something, doing something. So, all right. Appreciate you guys. And after things got heated between Jada Parker and Natty last week, you got to wonder what's in store here for Jada Parker, especially after she tried to rudely interrupt an interview or a taping, if you will, for WWE LFG. As that happened during that particular segment, you can see Natty not too pleased with what's been going on with Jada Parker. And guys, this was after Natty confronted Jada Parker just the week before, pretty much calling her out and saying that you're not tough enough with the way that Jada's been losing matches over and over again here. I definitely think Jada's looking for something here, man, to really uplift her and really push her to the next level here because she has been struggling as of late here on WWE NXT. All right, guys, for me, I'm really excited for the couple of tag team matchups we have here tonight. We'll see the Vanity Project put those WWE NXT tag team titles on the line against Dark State with Saquon and Dion Lennox. You gotta wonder, will they both be on the same page? Will their Dark State teammates be at ringside to help them out to make sure they walk away with the win? Or will we see Saquon and Dion Lennox actually be able to work together? Or will they lead to confrontation like we've seen over the last few weeks with them and the rest of Dark State not really being on the same page? I was kind of surprised that Saquon and Dion Lennox were the guys that were going to go for these tag titles, and I gotta wonder what that means for them. Now, if they're on the same page, I think Vanity Project's in big trouble. But the one thing you got to give the Vanity Project right now is that they've been on the same page. They've been able to work together as a team very, very well. That is why they're the WWE NXT Tag Team Champs right now. And then we've got another tag team match, more than likely in our main event, where we're going to see the NXT Champion, Tony D'Angelo, and the NXT North American Champion, Myles Bourne, taking on some of the newcomers here, and Mason Rook, and also the other guy here, is Cam Hendricks. I believe he is from WWE LFG as he made his debut here on NXT not that long ago. So just want to make sure you guys are doing well, and don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. God bless you guys. And hey, let me know what you're most looking forward to here on this episode of WWE NXT. It should be an exciting one, and hope you guys are ready for the play-by-play as we are moments away here from the start of the show. And thank you for hanging out here for this WWE NXT preview here on Tim Reynolds Show. And we are moments away here from the start of WWE NXT here on a beautiful Tuesday night. Please make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. What's up, Ty? God bless you guys, and let's get ready for an awesome Tuesday night. Oh, yeah. Together. Yeah! And welcome, wrestling fans, to WWE NXT live play-by-play and reaction right here on one of the most electrifying sports entertainment channels on YouTube today. This is Tim Reynolds Show. Now let's go. They know what is on the line. And that's right, look who is arriving here earlier tonight. It's Dark State, as they all look like they're on the same page here tonight. And there's the Vanity Project arriving here on NXT. And what could this mean going forward? Not only gold on the line tonight, the NXT Women's North American Champion will be on the line as we see Izzy Rain arriving to the arena here tonight. And there is the Women's North American Champion, Tatum Paxley, arriving here tonight for NXT. With the Men's North American Champion. And ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the ring, he is the NXT North. Oh! Oh! Well, ladies and gentlemen, looks like I was a little wrong because we're getting things kicked off here with a huge tag team matchup to kick off WWE NXT. As we see, introducing first for this match scheduled for one fall, he is the NXT North American Champion, Myles Bourne. There's still a huge competition, man. We talked about it at the beginning of the year. Opportunity. Huge opportunity. And introducing his tag team partner. He is the WWE NXT Champion, Tony D'Angelo! NXT Champion, Tony D'Angelo! The question I have for you about this man, do you think he has learned to become comfortable being uncomfortable? Because it's a lonely position at the top. He has no choice, Vic. I've said it. I've said it many, many times. Being the champion is the hardest job in this business. You have no friends. You have a target, a bullseye right on your back. Tony better watch it. And ladies and gentlemen, introducing one of the newest superstars here on WWE NXT, he is Cam Hendricks. Well, introducing his tag team partner. It's Mason Rook! And it looks like they're on the same page as Cam Hendricks and Mason Rook. Look like they are ready to not only smash and crash, but break apart both of these champions here in this matchup. And guys, I think Mason Rook and Cam Hendricks are coming in with a lot of hype, but I'm expecting Myles and Tony D'Angelo to get the win here to kick off WWE NXT. Let me know what you guys think here in our poll for our first matchup here tonight. And make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. All right. And guys, that Mason Rook music reminds me of Chris Benoit's music. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. All right, so the bell has rung. We'll see Bourne and Hendricks start this matchup out. And a nice tie-up here in the middle of the ring. Myles Bourne trying to match the strength here of Cam Hendricks. And Hendricks there pushing Myles Bourne into the corner, and a big knee there drops the North American champion. And now off the ropes here. Oh, a nice shoulder tackle there knocks down Myles Bourne. And you can see Cam is fired up to be here, throwing Bourne into the corner. Oh, got caught with a back elbow. Nice counter there from Myles Bourne. And oh, no! What a beautiful power slam there. The cover and a kick out at 2 by Bourne. Hendricks there with a nice counter on Myles. And Cam already going, it's my show. Yeah, Hendricks, calm your little ass down. As we see here, oh, a big elbow to the back of the head there of Myles Bourne. And now Cam Hendricks possibly looking for a suplex here. And uh-oh, nice counter there by Bourne. And oh, the power here of Hendricks with that clubby blow to the back, going right back to it, looking for that suplex, but a nice counter there by Myles. Over the top now, and oh, jumping over the top of Hendricks, and then connecting with that drop kick. And now Cam in trouble. And oh, what a catch there from Myles Bourne into the power slam and the cover, but a kick out at 2. A great counter here by Myles, and now into the corner, tag made. Tony D'Angelo is now the legal man. And we'll see here some double team work. And oh, a nice headlock takedown by Tony D'Angelo. And Cam Hendricks here, oh, just got hit with a big clothesline as Tony takes down Cam. And now in the corner,
Heights looking on. Xavier Heights, another superstar who's been eyeing up championship gold, also looking to make an impact.
And uh-oh, the tag made, and here comes Mason Rook.
I think Cam Hendricks wanted to tag out of the match. Doesn't matter.
And oh, a big right elbow from Mason. And a big right hand from Tony, and now a right from Mason. And these two exchanging blows back and forth. And now a couple of rights from Tony, and a big elbow. But Mason, though, with a chop, still on his feet, picks up Tony on his shoulders. But D'Angelo able to counter, and now ducking underneath the elbow. Oh, a shoulder there from Mason. And oh, he's able to counter to knock down Tony with a shoulder tackle of his own. And now a big splash there in the corner. Another big splash there by Mason, followed up by a big clothesline, and then a back senton, the cover, but a kick out at 2. A very interesting approach here from Mason Rook, as you see not only quickness, but power there from the man they call the Tank. And a big kick out there from Tony, now off the ropes here. Oh, and a splash in the corner, a beautiful counter, and another there from Tony D'Angelo, bouncing off the ropes. But wait a minute, going for the suplex here. Mason Rook able to counter, up on the shoulders there. Tony able to counter now, and looking to take down the big man, Mason Rook. Oh, a nice back elbow with the counter. And now Tony in trouble here, but a big right elbow from Tony, and another leaping elbow there. He makes the tag to Myles Bourne. Now looking for the double team here. Mason off the ropes, and oh my goodness, a double back suplex. And great teamwork here by the champions as Mason Rook on the outside. Here comes Cam Hendricks, and there he goes over the top rope. And there goes the NXT Champ, the North American Champ, firing on all cylinders here tonight for this matchup that will continue here on WWE NXT. Hope you guys are loving the show thus far. Make sure you guys please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you also guys get your votes in here as Mason Rook's back inside the ring. A big chop there knocks down Myles Bourne. And after the kick to the gut, followed up by the chop. Now the tag made after they throw Myles Bourne into the corner. Cam now the legal man here. And Hendricks, oh, with the combination, lefts and rights. They're knocking down the North American champion. As we see here, Myles Bourne having to fight back here as a big right hand there from Cam. And you can tell Myles is not too happy about those big right hands. And oh, slammed off the top turnbuckle head first as Cam Hendricks is in control of this matchup. Myles Bourne now in the corner looking to fight out of it. A nice kick to the gut and a right hand followed up here by Bourne. And Bourne throws Hendricks hard into the corner, dropping him instantly. And the pain to the lower back there is now the tag is made. Here comes Tony D'Angelo. And a good double team here once again by Myles and D'Angelo. Oh, and the double elbows knocked down Cam Hendricks. The cover here and almost a count of 3 for Tony D'Angelo. All right, guys, make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe. Let's crack open a cold one here. Ooh, let's go. It's Tim Reynolds Show. Cheers, guys. This is for you. So Hendricks back to his feet and able to counter to Tony in the corner here. And now with the big clothesline in the corner and another there from Hendricks, Cam makes the tag. And now Mason Rook with the chop here. He's now the legal man here in this matchup. And picking up Tony with ease here is Mason Rook. And look at the beautiful power slam. And now the cover here. Oh, but a kick out there at 2. And Mason Rook with a little bit of a cocky sort of cover there on the NXT champion. And now kicking at the face and following it up with the chop. But Tony just takes it. And another. And now Tony's fired up with the right hands and the headbutt here to Mason Rook. And now the tag has been made. And now looking at the double team here, but Mason Rook looking to counter here, possibly. And oh, it's a double suplex by Mason Rook. What a move there. The cover on Bourne and a kick out at 2. Tony made the tag to Myles Bourne. They went for a double team suplex there, but instead it's a double suplex connected by Mason Rook. And now with the headlock applied here on Myles Bourne, Mason Rook looking to continue the onslaught here, but Myles fighting back with the elbows to the gut of Rook here. But uh-oh, Mason picks up Myles. Myles able to counter, throws him into the corner, and uh-oh, went for the blow there, and now Mason, and oh no, the cheap shot from behind as the referee was dealing with Tony, and now Mason Rook takes advantage with the quick slams. And that cheap shot there with the blow to the back of the knee of the North American champion by Hendricks, who now makes the tag.
A record 3 times. Of course, good. They're looking for more.
So we see here off the ropes. Oh, and a big back elbow. Mason Rook with the splash as well. A nice double team here. The cover. A kick out at 1.
When you yell it.
I mean, you can tell right there that it's what tag team continuity. Myles Bourne and Tony D has 0. That's none of that.
So now, oh, a big clothesline by Cam Hendricks knocks down Bourne, but a kick out at 2.
Kick out. I mean, maybe that's why Myles was looking up for a second into his corner. Myles right now is breathing very heavily.
So now Cam Hendricks in control here, picking up Bourne. Myles trying to fight back here. Cam takes a couple of shots here, and now Myles leaping over, looking to make a tag. Right there is Tony, but not able to get there. Oh, a big boot knocks down Bourne, and now Hendricks in control. And we see here Sam hovering over the NXT North American champion. And now looking for a standing suplex here, and a beautiful one at that. The cover here on Myles. A kick out at 2 by Bourne. And Cam Hendricks really showing a lot of power here in this matchup. And now the tag made. Here comes Mason Rook. And the kick to the gut there to Myles Bourne. And Mason Rook looking to take advantage of a beaten and battered and bruised Myles Bourne. Bourne able to counter with a big boot in the corner here. And oh no! As we see Cam there holding on to the tights of Myles, and that provided a distraction with the beautiful spin-out powerbomb, the cover, but a kick out at 2.
What the hell is going on here?
And a beautiful spin-out powerbomb there by Mason Rook, who thought he had the match won. And now we see Sam Hendricks in the ring. I think Rook made the tag here. And now looking for the double team. The referee not really doing anything about it, but Myles able to counter, lands on his feet, and Mason catches an elbow. And there goes Hendricks into the corner. And now Myles drops Rook. And there goes the tag. Tony's legal. Here comes D'Angelo. And a spear to Mason Rook. And now the German suplex to Cam Hendricks. And another German to Cam. And D'Angelo fired up. And now off the ropes, Cam Hendricks planted down, slammed down with a spine buster. And what a spine buster. D'Angelo now ducking under the clothesline. And a huge spear connects to Hendricks. The cover. And oh, what a back senton there by Mason Rook. Saving it for his team. But I think he may have, hurt his own teammate there. Rook makes the tag, and so does Myles Bourne. And Bourne with the huge knee to Mason Rooks. But oh no, Cam Hendricks with the boot. And wait a minute, Tony D'Angelo looking for a power bomb. But wait a minute, Mason Rooks, got taken out. A big clothesline there. And now Tony and Mason are on the outside. And oh no, picking up Tony here, but a counter. Mason almost into the stairs, and oh no! Tony goes shoulder first into the steel steps. Myles Bourne with the big boot, and there goes Cam Hendricks. And now on the outside, Myles Bourne leaps over and takes out Mason Rook. And now throwing Mason back in the ring is Myles Bourne. And oh no, Tavion Heights there as he went to hit the tag team partner Cam Hendricks, and he ran into Myles Bourne here, and now Mason Rook, oh no, a buckle bomb if you will, right into he carried Mason Rook and hit him into the middle turnbuckle there. And now the tag made. Cam Hendricks is the legal man, as you see here. A beautiful Death Valley driver. Mason Rook, though, sees Cam make the pin.
Kick off NXT.
And Tavion Heights getting involved here in this matchup. As you see, Mason Rook not too happy with his tag team partner after he made that tag. After what happened here, guys, Myles Bourne got serious air, takes out Mason Rook, and Cam Hendricks was able to get out of the way. And after Dion Lennox tried to help out, we see Cam ran into the back of Myles Bourne, causing Mason Rook to be able to hit this beautiful Death Valley FU kind of move, and then Cam Hendricks, to make the tag, comes in and takes the spoils there with the 1-2-3 victory.
And regardless of those last few moments, contenders are starting to rise up in NXT.
And Mason Rook not too happy with Cam Hendricks, and here's Dark State backstage.
Now tonight, Darkseid got a chance to become 3-time NXT Tag Team Champion, bro. Y'all ready? Dress green?
Man, I think they are. You know, this is the first time I haven't heard them arguing over a month.
Hey, we put all that behind us, dog. Me and Quan been training. We've been grinding. We've been locked in all week. We about to make history tonight. Hey, let me ask you this, though. Last week, you said we don't get this done. we was gonna make a change. What are you talking about? Or what I meant by that?
Hey, don't even trip, bro. That don't matter. The only thing that matters is we get back to doing what we do, and that's walking down everybody on this roster,
Damn right.
like in fear in their hearts. And I know we've been having problems or whatever, but I know that it's all love. And at the end of the day, you got me, and I got you.
I wish.
So it's only one thing left to do, and that's go back and get what's ours.
Hell yeah.
'Cause when dark stays strike,
Ain't nobody safe.
let's go.
Kalani Jordan, Kendall Gray, this main event, which could have championship implication. Even Steve 50-50.
And last week we did see Kendall Gray versus Kalani Jordan. And then on the outside, when the distraction happened, Kalani Jordan was able to take advantage to get the victory over Kendall Gray. And we'll hear from Kalani Jordan coming up next here on WWE NXT. All right, guys. So, yeah, my takeaway there from that first matchup here on NXT, honestly, I thought it was a pretty decent match. If I was giving a grade on this one, definitely got to give it a solid B, maybe even a B+, because honestly, for me, it was a little sloppy at the beginning, but they definitely got things rolling. Ken Hendrick, to me, was a guy that seemed, you know, he's got to get a little bit more comfortable in the ring, but I loved what I seen from Mason Rook here. This guy, a big dude, but really able to move around, some big athleticism here. He really took it to not only Tony D'Angelo, but also Myles Bourne here. And man, you got to hate this for Tavion Heights. I don't think he meant to come out and hit Cam Hendricks and then have him fall into Myles Bourne the way it happened here. But I think Tavion's going to probably catch some flack here from the NXT North American Champion. Myles Bourne and him used to be teammates. They used to be faction members. And now we see after this particular interference and sort of helping the other team get the victory, you got to wonder if Myles Bourne's going to have something to say to Tavion Heights before the night is over, if not next week on NXT, after that interference cost him and Tony their matchup here to kick off NXT. A great tag team matchup. Mason Rook, definitely an up-and-coming guy here on NXT to look out for. I don't know about Cam Hendricks, though, man. This guy, to me, seems to have the look, but maybe not the right pizzazz is maybe you're looking for, right? I guess that's just me, but... All right, thank you, everybody, hanging out here for WWE NXT. Don't forget to please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and if you guys have any wrestling questions, any shout-outs that you want to make sure you guys hit me up here in the live chat. You can hit me up with those super chats so they stand out more, and I appreciate your guys' opinions and comments and everything else that you guys are interested in here so far with this Tuesday night NXT. If you WWE fans have any questions or comments about the first match, tell me what you thought. What are your reactions? I'd love to hear from you guys, and don't forget, please, to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, sign up for channel memberships if you guys are interested. That really does help support the channel. Or you can also donate by clicking the link on the top of my YouTube page. And don't forget, super chats also help out here on the channel as well. But anything you guys can do to help out really does mean a lot. So God bless you guys and hope you're doing well. And thank you for hanging out here on Tim Reynolds Show. Wait to get back from commercial break here, guys, as we get back to the action here for WWE NXT. Cheers to you guys and hope you're having a good night. All right, so not too bad, man. A pretty good match to kick off NXT here. Not what I was expecting. We did a little preview here on Tim Reynolds Show, and I actually thought that we would see that particular tag team match with the NXT Champion and the NXT North American Champion teaming up together against a couple of newcomers. I thought that would actually be the main event here tonight, but turns out that wasn't the case. So it's going to be really interesting to see what the main event will be here tonight. Maybe one of the other championship matches that we have today. We do have the WWE NXT tag team titles on the line, as Vanity Project will defend those against Dark State. And then we also have the women's WWE NXT North American Championship on the line here tonight as well. So we'll see which one of those ends up being the main event here tonight. But don't forget, guys, to let me know what you think of the channel throughout the show here. or what you think of the particular episode here of NXT here on the channel in the live chat as we do the live stream play-by-play. Appreciate y'all. Thanks for showing love, and really appreciate you guys so much for hanging out here with us and supporting the channel any way that you can. Bum, 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 bum. Not too shabby, not too shabby, not too shabby. All right, let's see what's about to happen here next. And welcome back, everybody. We are in Orlando here for WWE NXT. Hope you guys are having a great Tuesday night as we continue here on NXT. What else could we expect here? We'll have to keep our eyes open and our ears peeled because, man, I tell you what, boy, it could be a lot of craziness happening here on NXT. Shoot. Uh-oh, and ladies and gentlemen, just as we promised before the commercial break, making her way to the ring, it's last week's main event winner, Kalani Jordan!
And here's one of the contenders we talked about that is starting to rise up on this brand.
That's right, Kalani Jordan's going to look to challenge Lola Vice for that NXT Women's Championship at some point, especially after that big week last week against Kendall Gray. Oh, okay. Wonder what she's got to say.
Tell me what a girl has to do around here. I walked through those performance center doors, and in 9 months, I was a main player on NXT. Which makes me the fastest homegrown talent in all of WWE.
Okay.
Last week, I beat Kendall Gray.
Yes, she did.
Someone that you guys think should already be in the Hall of Fame. So I'm going to tell it like it is. I'm better than all those women they called up to Raw and SmackDown. I'm better than Fatal Influence. I'm better than Blake Monroe. I'm better than Sol Ruka.
Tell him, Kalani.
Better than any woman sitting in the back listening right now.
Uh-huh.
I am the only woman to make Lola Vice tap out. Not just pin her, put her on a bad night, but I made her turn NXT Women's Champion tap out.
That's right.
That alone should have put me at the front of the line a long time ago. But the crazy thing is, watch this, is I never even gotten a chance to go for the NXT Women's Championship. Never.
She's got a good point. Got a point.
Never. Instead, I've had to sit back and watch all these women who aren't half as athletic, half as gifted, half as complete as I am, fumble opportunities left and right.
That's right.
People love to call words like potential when it comes to me. But potential is for the girls who are still trying to figure it out. And I've already done that.
True that, man. Kalani Jordan speaking facts here, man.
I've already done it. So it's my time to get a chance at the NXT Women's Championship. Because let me tell you, everybody is getting way too comfortable overlooking me. But that's the easy way out because it's easier than realizing that the standout is the most underrated woman in the whole NXT locker.
Uh-oh, and you knew it was only a matter of time.
Honey.
Wow, the culling.
Seriously trying to jump in line again? Did you forget that I'm the one that actually pinned Lola? Oh, and then I was the one right here that booted her head off. Point being, if anyone is going to get a shot at the NXT Women's Championship, it's me. So,
And Izzy Dane.
you do best and get your ass in the back of the line, Kalani. What's funny? So funny.
And uh-oh, looks like the NXT Women's Champion's got something to say.
It's time. Yeah, you both have wins, but I won when it mattered, which is why I'm the NXT Women's Champion. I lost. After long. Kalani, you talk a lot. You want this, but you couldn't handle these, remember?
Ooh.
And Izzy, tú eres una falta de respeto, which is why I'm going to start with you. Last week, you hit me in the back of the head, and you thought you were going to get away with it? I said I was going to be a fighting champion, so I'm going to give you your 15 seconds of fame. Next week, me and you for my NXT Women's Championship. Of course, Lola, you would put the title on the line against this woman. With her, I'm going to remind you that you got to get through me first.
Oh my gosh. And oh boy, Kendall Gray. Oh boy, this is getting bad.
Lola, my eyes are still on the NXT Women's Championship, but you, Kalani, I've already beat you last week, and I already know what you're gonna say. So let me get this straight. It's gonna be Izzy, and it ends with me. Then you, then me. I don't think so. Well, I don't think so either. I mean, I don't think you'll even get close to the NXT Women's Championship because you're gonna deal with some bigger issues.
Oh, and Red Sinclair trying to take out Kalani, and she does with the crutch. Oh my goodness! And Izzy Dame gets taken out by Lola Vice. And uh-oh.
Tensions rising in the women's division here in NXT.
We bowed about last week. The segment that was incredible. You guys were so close. Until Tate got overzealous, but hey, I get it. Adrenaline was pumping. It was harder to pump the brakes. It was just a tough one.
No, Shane, you are too good to let one loss get you down. You will get the next one.
Well, you're probably going to change your tune, especially when you find out who it's against. Stone told me that you're going to be in action next week against me in the speed tournament.
You're right. You are too good to let two losses get you down.
Oh, really? You know, I'm a lot brighter since the last time we faced a real sure. It's okay. The only thing you lost.
And Sean Legacy hashing things out with his buddy backstage.
Hey, Romeo, you don't need to be nervous tonight. You're going to do amazing. In fact, you're probably going to get a better result than I had last week.
Yeah? You had Jackson's number. If it wasn't for Micah, you would have won.
I'm not so sure about that, mate. I've been out of this game for a minute. I'm just trying to play catch up.
Oh, every time I watch you, I learn so much. Honestly, you could be ringside for my match against Tristan. That would help a lot.
Romeo, I'll be ringside with you.
Oh, wow. Here we go. As Romeo gets ready for his first in-ring action here on WWE NXT, looks like he'll have some company with a buddy hanging out with him. So we'll see how that works out. But thank you, everybody, for hanging out here on Tim Reynolds Show. Don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Hope everybody's doing good. Are you doing good? I'm doing good. Are you doing good? I'm doing good. Shoo! I got this very special message from my wife during that last segment there, so I got a little distracted, but well worth it. Well worth it. Yes. I tell you right now, though, if I keep seeing these damn Burger King commercials, I'm gonna get hungry. That's bad. I gotta watch my appetite. You know, can't be eating too much food and shit. Especially bad food, man. There's some bad food out there for you. Oh, man. So really cool, guys. Not too bad here for the first half hour of NXT. Man, I do chuckle just a little bit, though, because you see those women get in there and not really be able to communicate properly on the microphones. You see, the thing that sort of bugs me about these promos now, when you've got 3 or 4 different people hanging out and talking all with the microphone, right? You really got to know how to work well together and work well off each other when it comes to the promo game or the microphone game, right? And you could tell right there that those ladies just weren't on the same page as who was talking and who was saying what. Um, Izzy Dame too, man. Like, don't get me wrong. I like the culling. I like her role in the culling. But when she talks, it's like you just don't want to listen. Like, you don't want to listen. Like, her and Blake Monroe, it's kind of the same thing for me, man. Like, I think it's all flash and not a whole lot of skill. I mean, Izzy Dame is maybe a little bit better technically with her wrestling inside the ring than Blake Monroe. How Blake Monroe got called up before to the main roster before a lot of people is really baffling to me. I don't quite understand it, but for whatever reason, she's now on SmackDown, supposed to be making her debut this week, I believe. But for Izzy Dame and the calling, like, are we starting to see maybe Izzy Dame stand out too much, where maybe this culling thing is going to be gone, like ex-nade, like no longer existing? Could be a possibility. Um, Now, Kendall Gray, I'm starting to get this sort of heel vibe from her, though, now, because she's been one of the more popular superstars coming up here on NXT, but her befriending, Ren Sinclair, which has been pretty damn good for the most part. I like them as a tag team, as a tandem, as a faction, if you will, working together. But Kendall Gray is just eyeballing that women's NXT championship. She almost looks obsessed about it, right? And so, to me, especially with her popularity, you could really flip a coin and flip the WWE universe on their heads if you make Kendall Gray a heel, especially turning on like Ren Sinclair or just being a bad guy trying to go after the NXT Women's Championship. Pretty interesting to see what's going to happen there. Ren Sinclair, that's a woman right there that I really like what she has brought to NXT, and I hope that knee of hers heals up pretty quickly, because I'd like to see her get back into in-ring action. But man, Lola Vice looks like she's got her hands full, man. Kalani Jordan definitely deserves a shot at her title, and why the other 2 women think they deserve a shot before her just because Izzy Dame took out Lola Vice, I don't really think that is fair. I think Kalani Jordan makes a great point and should have an opportunity to be the new #1 contender for the NXT Women's Championship. But all right, guys, we're getting back to the show here. It's Booker T
Here on a Tuesday on
and
NXT.
Vic
That means
Jose. It's Vic Jose? Jose. Joseph. Joseph. Oh,
Show me who they are. Hey, now you're I'm sorry to interrupt the show, but
there's Thea and women backstage watching the interview from Natty.
Don't be shy now. I'm flattered. Baby, where your coach at? I still need to talk to her. She's still talking. Obviously not here. I mean, you complain about everyone running their mouth, but don't you do it too? Layla, I used to like you before you opened your mouth.
Layla Diggs.
But the difference between me and Natty is I do it to the face with no shame. She wants to do it behind the mic, calling me soft, coming to NXT, throwing rocks and hiding hands. That's what you look up to? Yeah, I do look up to Natty because she's earned that. She can talk to anyone any way she pleases. You can. I mean, you lost 1, 2 times, and all of a sudden the world is against you. I mean, I know exactly what I do not want to be in NXT. Well, good for you. I appreciate you for keeping count for me, but how about I do this for you? What? Give you a little opportunity next week so I can drag your ass up and down. Oh, drag my ass. I'm not scared. I'll take any opportunity I can get. What's up with it then? I don't have any problem with it. Get your coach and make sure she get her right. She, your daddy, your mama.
So, man, now we see your women trying to separate these 2. Yikes. And guys, in the ring for our next matchup here tonight, it's Romeo Monroe.
Ready for this matchup here tonight on NXT on the CW, which is brought to you by Panda Express. Have you eaten yet? Order.
And making his way to the ring, making his in-ring debut here on NXT, it's Tristan Angels!
Booker, how much time have you spent around Tristan Angel?
Tristan Angel making his NXT in-ring
Debut.
tonight. No, this young man right here, LFG, it stands for Legends and Future Great. When this guy walked through the door, I said, this guy got something. This guy got something. And it's shining very, very bright. Tonight, we get a chance to see Tristan Angel live and in living.
All right, so the bell rings now as it's Romeo versus Tristan here in the tie-up as Romeo Monroe getting caught here with the wrist lock here. A show of power here by Tristan. And a nice athleticism here, knocking down Monroe, but a nice athletic counter there. And now taking down with a nice wrestling takedown there by Romeo. And now grabbing the ropes is Tristan Angels. Oh, and the cheap shot from Tristan Angels, and now into the side headlock here. But Romeo looking to counter, but catches a shoulder that drops him. Oh, and what a slap there from Romeo Monroe, ducking under the clothesline, and connecting with that Hurricane Rana-like maneuver, jumping over Tristan and tripping him now, and then Romeo connects with the drop kick. And now Tristan Angels finds himself in trouble.
Right now, the door is wide open.
Oh, and a chop to the chest here. Tristan Angel's able to counter, though. Romeo thrown in the corner, but answers with a back elbow. And now looking for the double kicks there, but Tristan able to counter, and an elbow to the back here of Romeo Monroe, and the double feet to the chest, the stop there. And now looking for a beautiful standing suplex. The cover by Tristan Angels, and a kick out by Romeo Monroe. And you can see already a pretty equal match here back and forth between these two. Tristan Angels a little more cocky and unorthodox here, of more cocky and brutality, more of a brute-like performance here. And then you can see Romeo with a little more unorthodox approach, and a nice backbreaker there by Angels on Romeo.
Going on here, it's not about the people.
Oh, wait a minute here, and we got Shiloh Hill in the crowd, looking for Mr. NXT. And now Tristan Angels being distracted here, and Romeo could take advantage, ducking under the right hand and going for the armbar takedown, throwing Tristan Angels outside the ring, but he lands on his feet. And now here Romeo off the ropes. Oh, and the springboard crossbody off the top rope connects, as we see Romeo Monroe with a big move there. And Noah Dar and Shiloh Hill celebrating with Romeo Monroe after that beautiful springboard off the top rope crossbody, and that connected. Will we see Tristan Angels be able to come back in this matchup here after these commercial breaks, or will Romeo Monroe make an excellent debut here and get the victory here tonight on WWE NXT? Well, we will find out coming up after these commercial breaks. Stand out. Ooh. Above the crowd, cause even if I have to shout out loud. Hope everybody's having a good Tuesday. Toast to y'all, man. Thank you for hanging out here on Tim Reynolds Show. Hope you guys are having a great Tuesday, and appreciate y'all. You gotta stand out. Yeah, 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 yeah. All right, guys, if you have any wrestling questions or any shout outs you guys would like to make, don't forget to hit me up here in the live chat with those super chats. And please make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. All right, guys. So what else could be yet to come here today? Well, we will see Tate Wilder go one-on-one with Keanu Carver. I don't think Tate Wilder knows what he's gotten himself into, if you know what I'm saying. Okay, I think this is going to be a nice, clean sweep swooping there from Keanu Carver here on WWE NXT. I do expect that. And then, guys, also, we've got the NXT Tag Team Championships on the line as Vanity Project will defend their titles against Dark State, Saquon, and Dion Lennox. Now, will we be able to see these guys stay on the same page for Dark State? And if not, I know Vanity Project is that tag team willing to take advantage of any opportunity they have, especially to keep gold around their waist. The Vanity Project has been coming in on a roll here since they joined NXT, so it's going to be very interesting to see what happens going forward here with them and those NXT tag team titles. Also, we're still supposed to hear from Naruku here today, Mr. Evil. So we'll hear what he has to say here later on. WWE NXT. Oh, yeah. All right. Appreciate you guys hanging out here with us. Looks like we're running good. Hope everybody's having a good Tuesday. Hell yeah. Oh, wow, guys. Love it when people can support the channel, man. It's really awesome to see people comment on my stuff and show their kindness and freaking awesome. Like this comment here, this is awesome. It says, "Amen, brother. This is the truth that Jesus would want us all to know today. Trust the gospel. Good news. Corinthians 15, 1 through 4. Jesus died on the cross to pay for all of our sins, past, present, and future. He died and was buried and rose again on the third day, according to the scriptures. Today is the day of salvation. Trust Jesus' finished work. He shed his blood alone today. And we are born again and saved in that moment. We believe and will have salvation. Cannot be lost. You cannot be unborn. We never trust the works of the disciples to save us. Maintain salvation or prove it. God bless." That's awesome. All right, so back to the action here on NXT as Monroe tries to fight off here against Tristan Angels as Angels hits Monroe in the throat, but he answers with a big kick to the face. And now off the ropes, a big clothesline there, and another takes down Tristan Angels. And now we see, a nice spear in the corner, and Enziguri connects there. And now Romeo up to the top, and a big missile drop kick connects the cover here, and a kick at it too by Tristan Angels. And what a beautiful drop kick there. And Tristan Angels just barely able to get the shoulder up. And there is Mr. NXT, Shiloh Hill, still in the stands here. And now, the Enziguri by Tristan Angels up on the top rope. And then the backbreaker connects here, the cover. And a kick at it too. And Romeo still fighting here. And you see Tristan Angels bleeding from the mouth. And a nice response there from Tristan Angels to get back in this matchup here. Romeo. And moving out of the way, Tristan seen it coming though, and a nice counter with the big drop kick there, or the big kick. And then, the headbutt there! What a headbutt by Romeo! And now off the top rope, the drop kick again, this time to the ribs, the cover, and a kick out it too. And Tristan Angels almost put away there as he rolls out of the ring to catch a breather here. And now Romeo going up over the apron here. And now on the ringside apron, Tristan, caught Romeo Monroe as he went head first on the ring apron. And that could be the opening Tristan Angels needed. And the big knee to the back of the head. The cover here. And your winner of this matchup, it's Tristan Angels. And guys, a Famouser-like maneuver from Tristan Angels as his finisher. Very unique with that shin knee to the back of the head as you see how he set it up there, dropping Romeo Monroe on the ringside apron face first. And a big knee to the back of the head, almost like a famouser. Uh-oh.
I hope you enjoyed the view from out there in the crowd, because that is exactly where you belong, with all these plebs.
You suck!
Well, good day, Mr. England. I mean, you said I could never outclass you, but look at me now. You are the definition of a disgrace. Oh, good heavens. Very impolite. However, I beg to differ, which is why I've officially started my campaign to crown myself as Mr. NXT.
What?
Things up asking the crowd. Do you guys want to see me, Shiloh Hill, as Mr. NXT? Or do you want to see this guy? How did you?
Wow.
That?
Tristan Angels, an embarrassing photo being showed of him in a top hat.
By the way, your top hat sucks. One more time.
Okay.
One more time for this. Lean buffoon. Order. Unfortunately for you and all these people, neither of your opinions are valid. You are incomparable. It is impossible for you to understand real beauty.
Okay.
And my words, Shiloh Hill, you will pay dearly for attempting to ruin my perfect in-ring debut. Beauty. Why can't Shiloh be Mr. NXT? Look at him.
Okay, guys. And now backstage, Lola and Tatum Paxley.
But dealing with Izzy Dane? Damn, Mama, I don't know you did it that long. I can't wait to knock her ass out again next week.
And I can't wait to see it. But I agree, we have challengers left and right, up and down. They just won't leave us alone.
They got to come out there and cost us. Listen, man, I don't care. I don't like him. I never do. He's your boy. Keep him out of my way. I'll take care of it. The target on our back keeps getting bigger, huh?
Yeah, but no one's taking my title.
Agreed. Same.
Well, I'm about to go defend mine now.
Good luck, Mama.
Thank you, guys.
Tony confronted by who? Mr. Evil.
Evil will strike when you least expect it.
Uh-oh! And ladies and gentlemen, making her way to the ring for our next matchup, that is for the NXT Women's North American Championship. Introducing first, the challenger. It's Lizzie Rain.
Crank it up to 10, 11, maybe even 12 tonight. Rock on.
Rock on, man! Rock on, man! Yeah! Are you ready for some heavy metal matchup here with Lizzie Rain? Lizzie Rain, let's go! And what is probably going to be the biggest matchup of her NXT career thus far, Lizzie Rain will have a chance to claim her first championship here on NXT. Will she be able to take down Tatum Paxley, or will we see Tatum be able to retain the NXT Women's North American Championship here in this title defense matchup coming up next here on WWE NXT? You guys let me know what you think in the chat. Pick your winner here for this next upcoming matchup here on NXT. All right, so Tristan Angels was able to get the victory in that last matchup. Very surprising there with that decent of that type of finisher that he used there at the end, using the shin part of his leg. So the shin of his leg and almost like a famouser type finisher there. That was actually pretty unique. So thought that was pretty cool. Romeo Monroe, a lot of talent right there, but a little unorthodox and a little all over the place there. So with that matchup, I'd probably give it like maybe a B minus, honestly, at what it was, or maybe even a C plus, just because I thought Monroe could have been a little bit, or excuse me, Romeo could have been a little bit better with his execution here in this matchup. And then how about Shiloh Hill? Shiloh Hill coming in saying he wants to be Mr. NXT. Like, what is this about? Is this some like prom thing that they're doing? I don't know. It's kind of weird. Could be though. Could be like prom, right? But man, Shiloh Hill being prom king, that'd be pretty cool. But looks like the WWE Universe wants him to be Mr. NXT, I guess. All right. So thank you guys for hanging out here on the channel. Don't forget to please hit that like button, subscribe to Tim Reynolds Show. We're waiting to get back from these commercial breaks here. And thank you all one and two of you for watching. Appreciate you. Gotta have fun, guys. Gotta have fun. All right, guys. So it should just be a few more moments here until we get back to the action. So hope everybody's doing well. So not too bad of a show thus far, guys. We're about halfway through in the first hour as we see the NXT Champion, Tony D'Angelo, and Myles Borne, the NXT North American Champion, backstage talking to Tatum Paxley, the Women's North American Champion, and also Lola Vice, the Women's NXT Champion, as all the champs really got there and talk about, man, the target that they have on their backs going forward here. They're going to have to be looking around too, man, because even Mr. Evil approached the NXT Champion, Tony D'Angelo, and told him that evil can strike at any time, which is pretty damn true. So
NXT focus.
all right, guys, the NXT is coming back here. Hope everybody's doing well.
Did you see what just happened to Nico?
No, I was getting something else done.
What'd you do?
I got us a tag match next week against OTM.
Next week.
Yes, man, we've been waiting for this.
That's the same night Izzy has her title match against Lola.
Did you see this? Last week, for the first time, OTM is vulnerable. Okay, that's weakness, and you know what we do with weaknesses.
Oh, what are you guys talking about? Did either of you see what Lola just did to me?
I was just telling Nico that I got us a tag match against OTM next week, but are you...
Next week?
Yes.
Conveniently the same week that I have my title match, Spears?
Exactly, that's what I just said.
Okay, let's just take a deep breath here. Okay, I figure we can kill two birds with one stone. We get back on track in the tag division with a big victory, and more importantly, we crown a new NXT Women's Champion. This could be a massive fight for us. Okay? Okay? We got this.
I don't know. The calling might not be on the same page. Yeah, this is not looking good, guys. I think the calling's about ready to call it quits here. And ladies and gentlemen, Introducing her opponent. For this match scheduled for one fall, she is the NXT Women's North American Champion, Tatum Paxley.
But it's still our champion. And speaking of champions, the WWE Women's Champion, Rhea Ripley. Don't miss out on Rhea's Collector House. Celebrate her big win and secure yours now. Pre-order today at MattelCreations.com. It's the first of two championship matches here tonight, live on NXT, as we get set to go up to a ring announcer, Mike Rome. The following contest scheduled for one fall is for
The NXT Women's North American Championship. Introducing first, challenger
from London, England.
from London, England, Lizzie Ray. This chick's crazy.
Her opponent, she is the NXT Women's North American Champion, Tatum Paxley.
And she is the Women's North American Champion, Tatum Paxley. All right. We'll wait to see what happens.
The universe tonight, Booker, might be a little split between these two women. It's all about that championship. She could find herself.
All right, so the bell has rung here as we'll see Tatum Paxley going one-on-one here with Lizzie Ray. Lizzie Ray.
Here in NXT.
Oh, we heard a lot of the women talking about who earned, who didn't earn.
So nice tie-up here in the middle of the ring as these ladies get things started here. And another tie-up here in the middle, and Lizzie Ray going after Tatum here. Tatum looking for that wrist lock, and she's got it applied.
Mr. Stone trying to make a play and show the fans.
Oh, and a nice counter there. A nice armbar takedown by Lizzie Ray.
You're doing what's best.
And these two look pretty evenly matched here early on.
Stalemate here, sign a good sportsmanship.
Oh, and a good show of respect there with the handshake by both women. Another tie up in the ring, and now Rain with a nice headlock takedown there on Tatum Paxley.
The last few weeks, this is the same Lizzie in the back.
Oh, and a nice counter there. And right into her own headlock here is Tatum Paxley. A beautiful counter there on Lizzie Ray.
You can see it in her eyes. I always say, you can tell by the way somebody walks. That's Lizzie Ray, man.
And a good counter there by Tatum, right back into the headlock here on the ground. Lizzie Ray now gets back up to her feet. Tatum still holding on tightly to that headlock. Ooh, and a nice counter there. Lizzie Ray looking for that elbow lock here. And now Tatum having to work her way out of it. Oh, and a nice move there. Lizzie with the cover, but a quick kick out by Tatum.
To that left arm, holding on to the left wrist as well. Everyone can talk about the Rock persona, the Maiden of Metal. She's showing a different side. And look, we just have a small sampling.
Back to her feet now. Tatum Paxley still fighting and biding her time here. And oh, a nice counter there, throwing Lizzie Ray over the top and right into a wrist lock. Here is Tatum.
He's going to be in a situation right now. Lizzie, so far, has shown me so much. Beautiful, beautiful.
Ripped right back down by Tatum Paxley. Paxley right now continuing to try to keep her opponent dipped in weight just a moment.
Stack right there, but
oh, now Lizzie Ray with a nice counter, but Tatum counters as well into a cover. A kick out at two.
Stalemate here, and we know of Tatum's dark side, but do you think we've seen Reigns' wild side yet? And if not, do you think it's going to come out in this match? That time.
Good tie up here, but double counters. Paxley still able to counter here. Lizzie looking to battle out. Oh, grabs the ankle, picks the ankle, I should say. And a nice kip up there. Oh, and a cartwheel by Lizzie. And right back into the headlock here. And now off the ropes goes Rain. Paxley right there, off the ropes herself. What is Rain looking to do here?
Cross, so to speak. Tatum gonna
oh, what the hell?
back in.
And went for the arm drag takedown and a nice counter. And oh, wow! And Tatum able to land on her feet and connects with the drop kick. A beautiful counter by the Women's North American Champion. And now Lizzie Ray on the outside. Tatum here. diving through and got caught. And now Lizzie Rain, as Tatum went face first on the apron. Lizzie diving through with the drop kick through the bottom rope. And the challenger from London, England is fired up. And will she have a chance to win her first championship here on NXT? Or will Tatum Paxley be able to retain her title coming up next year? Well, hello there, Mrs. Reynolds. There you go. And guys, you know you got yourself a good wife when she's like, ooh, are they sexy? Are they wearing good outfits? What? I need to know for my vote who's sexy. Gotta go with Tatum Paxley there, Mrs. Reynolds. Honestly, she's got the all black on, black hair, looking pretty good for the most part, especially in her ring gear. With Lizzie Rain, she looks a little more wild child, you know, that English kind of looking chick. You know, she's got the pink and white ring attire here. It looks pretty cool, but definitely gotta go with Tatum Paxley with the all black. Oh, and there, Lizzie Rain with a nice shoulder tackle as both of them finally got back inside the ring. And oh, Tatum able to move out of the way. Oh, and what a crossbody there to Lizzie Rain in the corner. A unique maneuver there. And now, oh, wow. And a nice, I want to say bow suplex where you hook both arms, and Tatum was able to slam down Lizzie Rain there, and now right back into a side headlock here. We are on commercial break, but it's side-by-side action, so just trying to keep up with this matchup here, guys. And thank you, everybody, for hanging out. So Tatum here, nice side headlock now on Lizzie Rain, able to counter there, and now Lizzie in big trouble here as we see Tatum, the cover and a kick out at 2, forced to break that headlock. And now dropping Lizzie Rain. What's Tatum looking for here? Maybe a submission? Oh, and a nice kick out there by Lizzie. And Rain, went for the roll-up here. Tatum Paxley rolls through, looking for her own maneuver here. And now Lizzie Rain in big trouble. What's Paxley looking to do here? And no, and look at that. The double Boston Crab is it's locked in here. Will Tatum Paxley force Lizzie Rain to tap out in the middle of the ring? Tatum looking to retain her Women's North American Championship. She's got that maneuver locked in here on Lizzie Rain. And Rain needs to either counter or get to the bottom rope. Oh, and a nice counter there as we see Paxley trying to go right back to it, and she does. And sitting really deep in on that Boston Crab submission lock there to both legs. And now Lizzie crawling, trying to get to that bottom rope here. And trying to fight her way out of it. I think she may have. Oh, kicks Tatum Paxley off. Now rolling out to the outside. Smart here, but at the apron, Tatum goes after her. Lizzie Rain. Oh, the shoulder to the gut there connects. And now back inside the ring, looking for a possible German suplex. A nice counter there by Tatum. And looking for a maneuver here. Tatum, able to counter as Lizzie Rain. And now into the corner goes Tatum. Jumping over Lizzie. And now Rain, went for the boot. Tatum able to avoid it. And now, the double crossbody in the corner as both women take each other out in the middle of the ring.
I've actually had that happen to me. It's like a car crash in the middle of that ring, man.
There you see Callie Armstrong looking out. We've talked about the contenders.
And you hear the crowd here fired up for this matchup.
Contending for that championship. You know, to that point, is Paxley too giving as champion?
I used to think that myself.
I don't like that, man. Vic talking about his Tatum too giving as a champion. Come on, let her defend the title. That's what they're supposed to be doing, right? Is SAG Corbin's coming back? I don't know if that's actually happened yet there, G. But I think it would be good for him. And here we go. A big right elbow connects as Tatum Paxley fights back here. And now Lizzie with a right elbow as well.
thinks about Lizzie Rain, because we're in some deep waters in this matchup, Booker, and it's going to come down to maybe not who has more skill.
And oh, a big right elbow.
Keep taking it and keep it up.
And now these two just going back and forth here.
All about the NXT Women's.
Oh! And now chops back and forth. And another from Lizzie. And a right elbow from Tatum. These women leaving it all on the line here. Oh, and the double forearms here by both ladies. And oh, man. Oh, and double clothesline as both ladies fall. And oh, my goodness. This seems almost like a stalemate here.
Both having the same idea.
And now Lizzie up to her feet. Tatum ducking under the clothesline here. Answers with a kick to the gut. And Lizzie went for a kick. Oh, and she answers back. But Tatum able to counter with a couple of kicks of her own. Oh, but an enziguri from Lizzie. And now Lizzie Rain fired up here. And oh, the big clothesline by Lizzie. Another clothesline there. And Rain fired up, ducking under that kick and looking for a beautiful suplex there. And taking down Tatum Paxley with that slam. Lizzie Rain looking to win this matchup here. Oh, and the chops now over and over in the corner. Lizzie Rain. Oh, and another big chop there. And now up on the shoulders here of Rain. Tatum in trouble. Oh, the Samoan drop connects the cover here. And a kick out at two. And wow.
Credit where credit is.
A big maneuver, and Tatum smart enough to roll to the outside of the ring to catch a breather here. But uh-oh. What's Lizzie Rain looking to do here? Off the ropes. Oh, and got caught. She tripped up, and we see Tatum able to counter with the enziguri. And talk about way to take advantage of a mistake here. And now Tatum Paxley. And went for the insanity drive, but Paxley got caught with a headbutt, but then counters with the super kick. And now Lizzie, throws Tatum into the corner, a German suplex, but oh, wait a minute, Tatum lands on her feet, and oh no, here comes Paxley, but oh no, the flying headbutt there connects, as Tatum Paxley stumbles to the outside. Lizzie Rain throws her back inside the ring. Oh, and the heel kick. Wait a minute. I thought it connected, but no. Lizzie Rain able to counter the roll-up. Paxley able to counter, but a nice double counter here. And both women kick out. A roll through here by Tatum. Oh, and a nice bridge there to break out of that cover. But wait a minute. And the cemetery drive connects from Tatum, and your winner, and still the NXT Women's North American Champion, Tatum Paxley.
And as Paxley said earlier, during her media scrum, it would be death metal over heavy metal here tonight. But you gotta wonder in that moment, if Tatum would have stayed in the ring, what fortunes have been different. Easy. Right here with this backslide, Lizzie though with the counter it down. Drop with that cemetery driving for Lizzie Rain. It came to an end, but not without putting forth a huge effort. In just her third match, give it up for Lizzie Rain as the championship reign will continue for Tatum.
Oh my goodness! Wait a minute! It's Saria! What is she doing here? And a big F5 to Lizzie Rain! And another one here to Tatum Paxley! As we see Saria hit both women with spears, and now she's got her eyes on the Women's North Championship. And what a message sent here by Zarya.
Continues to scorch the earth.
I mean, it was awesome. Did you see Corey's face when he hit her with the crutch? She was all like, seriously though? That's what happens when you mess with them?
Thank you, Cece. And a little payback was nice, but honestly, I still feel bad about what happened last week. I said the last thing I wanted to do was be a distraction to you, and I was just that. You would have beat Kalani if I wasn't out there.
Look, we went over this before. You're not a distraction. You are my best friend.
Oh, that's
Fran, look, I am glad to see that you're moving around better, but I can't have you go around hitting people with crutches.
Come on, they had it coming.
Yes, you
I mean, if you don't want me going around playing whack-a-mole with these, put me in the ring with her next week.
It's not a bad idea, but you're not cleared yet.
Doc said I'll be clear next week.
Look, I don't want you rushing back though.
I'm the speed champ. I recover quickly.
Good point. Okay.
And I really want this.
Look, if you could get cleared, you could have the match next week. All right?
Hey, Run CC there. Ren St. Clair looking for a matchup next week against Kalani Jordan. But ladies and gentlemen, coming up next is our next match scheduled for one fall. And introducing first, it's Keanu Carver.
Introducing first, the Washington, D.C. weighing at 285, Keanu Carver.
Yo, Asher, what's up, man? I watched your video earlier, and I think you have faith in yourself video. That was a good one. Thank you, Asher. I appreciate that, man. And guys, coming up next after another unfortunate commercial break here, we will see Keanu Carver in action going up against Tate Wilder coming up next here on WWE NXT. So guys, how y'all doing, man? Does anybody got any questions? Anybody got any shout outs? Anybody want to talk to your boy here, TimReynoldsShow? Come on, you gotta have some wrestling questions, right? Maybe even some sports questions. Maybe you just got some shout outs you want to mention here. Come on, we can talk about anything, guys. Let's go. Come on. If it is inappropriate, though, I'm gonna have to kick you out of the chat. We don't need any of that in here, okay? We really don't. You know what I mean? It's a Tuesday, all right? I haven't even cracked open a beer yet, for crying out loud. Dylan, what's up, man? Tim, looks like you're having a good night. Hey, brother, try to make the best of every night here when you're alive and breathing, man, and blessed by the good Lord above. That is right. Got to make every day a good day if you can, right? Because otherwise, what are you doing? You know what I mean? I could be stressing out about bills or money or anything else, but you know what, though? I ain't going to do that. I'm going to choose positivity here today, guys, because you know what? I want to uplift people. I want to bring entertainment here, and hey, who wants to watch some sulky guy here anyways? You know what I mean? We got to have some fun, man. We got to bring some light into people's lives here, especially for this kind of boring NXT show. Am I right? I mean, come on. I'm not the only one who thinks that, right? But hey, I like the fact that Zarya just got a, looks like she's looking to be the next contender for that women's NXT North American Championship. Kenneth Clark, what's up, man? Maybe we should stream the Saturday Night Live this weekend. Yeah, guys, I would, but unfortunately, we'll be heading to Florida for my brother's wedding, so I'll be pretty occupied this upcoming weekend, but don't worry, guys. We will be live for Sunday night for the NASCAR Cup Series race at Charlotte Motor Speedway for the Coca-Cola 600. So don't forget to check us out, guys, live here on Tim Reynolds Show for that. And yeah, really awesome to see you guys here on the channel this week. Appreciate everybody showing some love. Don't forget to please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Indy 500 too? Ooh, that is right. That is this upcoming Sunday, isn't it? I gotta check that out. Yeah, I'm not a big IndyCar guy myself, but I know that Indy 500, that's always a really good race to check out. So yeah, it's noon on Sunday, May 24th. Yeah, we'll have to see about that one, guys, because unfortunately for me, I'll be getting back in on Sunday from my visit to Florida. It will be early in the morning. I just don't know if I'll be in the household in enough time to get that set up for the Indy 500. Should be good. Oh, guys, man, final for my Tampa Bay Buccaneers, or excuse me, my Tampa Bay Rays. They win 4-1 over the Baltimore Orioles after winning and getting 16 runs yesterday against the Baltimore Orioles. Yikes, dude. My Tampa Bay Rays got the best record in the American League. That's pretty awesome. All right, guys, waiting to get back to the action. Are you doing SmackDown this Friday? Kenneth, I'm going to make an attempt to, but unfortunately, if I'm not at home Friday night, I probably won't be able to. I will be staying, obviously, in Florida at someone else's house. I don't know if they have cable. I don't know if I'll be able to get a good internet connection for the live stream, so we'll have to see what happens. But ladies and gentlemen, introducing his opponent for this matchup scheduled for one fall, it's Nate Wilder!
Looking forward to his Tate Wilder. It was a six-man tag team match, and he just did too much. He just kept going and going. Overzealous was the word we used. He wouldn't make the tag, and I don't want to say he's selfish, but it bothered his team.
This is a selfish business, but that was taking it a little too far. Kid could have gotten a win here in NXT in his debut. He should be smart. He's got to be smart, man.
We've learned this man is an adrenaline junkie. He's a risk taker. As you can see, he's a top rope walker. He's seen it all on his IG account. But that man right there, Keanu Carver, he doesn't care if you're an adrenaline junkie. He doesn't care much.
All right, so this matchup is started as we see Wilder avoid the grapple there from Keanu Carver. And again, you see the athleticism here, but Carver throws Tate outside of the ring apron. Oh, but Wilder connects with the shoulder to the gut of Carver. A nice roll through here. Keanu, caught. Tate here picks him up. And now the headbutts here. Oh, my goodness. Over and over again by Keanu. And now Carver throws Wilder into the corner. And Wilder able to counter here. And now Carver, though, just flipped Wilder. And Wilder kind of landed on his feet there and connects with the enziguri. A little unorthodox here from Tate Wilder. But oh, no. The headlock locked in here now. As you see the submission-like maneuver here from Keanu Carver. And Tate Wilder trying to battle back. And throws Keanu over the top rope here. And now Tate Wilder.
This man loves it.
And a springboard back moonsault takes down Keanu on the outside. And now Carver's in trouble. As we see here. Back up to the ring apron here. Tate Wilder. Taking too long. And oh no. As we see Keanu jump on the apron and throw Wilder into that steel post. And now, the clubby blows here from Keanu as he's brutalizing Tate Wilder now.
Certainly isn't a spot you want to pick if you're a Tate Wilder.
He's got to keep me covered.
So here we go.
Be the brave.
And a nice suplex there. Slamming down Tate. And now Keanu in control. Carver with the beautiful suplex there.
In the center of
Wilder trying to fight back here. But Keanu with a big right hand. And now Carver in the corner here. Wilder in trouble, being pressed up against the middle rope. And the shots to the lower back and spine area with those right elbows over and over again by Keanu Carver. And oh, man. You can already see the eye of Tate Wilder busted open here. And oh, a beautiful German suplex connects there. And you can see Keanu Carver looking to dismantle Tate Wilder here.
Wilder, he asked for this. He wanted it. So this is a proven ground.
Oh, and now left. And another left hand here from Tate Wilder is trying to fight back. Keanu with a clubby blow here there stops that momentum. And now in the corner here, Wilder thrown into the corner. Oh, with such force. And now the shoulders into the gut as Carver continues to lay down carnage here. Throwing Wilder into the corner again, and this time smashing him into the turnbuckles there with a big back elbow. And now Carver here looking to put this matchup away, I believe.
He needed this to get back on track.
And oh, a big clothesline there takes down Tate Wilder. And now Carver here again.
Come around a little bit, Carver.
Well, this is what it's all about. This is what it's all about. I like this. I mean, if Keanu Carver can go out here and really understand what this thing is about.
And now Wilder getting fired up here, trying to fight back against Carver, but Carver with the big knee. And now Wilder thrown into the corner here, and here comes Keanu. And a big right elbow from Wilder. And now the kicks to the face. What does Wilder have left in the tank? Heading up to the top rope here. Keanu in trouble. And oh, the missile drop kick connects. And that could be the opening Tate Wilder needs. And now the kick to the gut. The uppercut here by Wilder. Another uppercut, but Carver shoves him off. And oh, and that's a sling blade connected there from Wilder. Another elbow knocks down Keanu. And another. And he's fired up here. And Keanu went for the clothesline, ducking underneath, and the shoulder tackle knocks down Keanu. And Tate Wilder's in control now. The momentum in his direction. And there goes Keanu. Oh, able to counter, throwing Wilder in the corner. And Wilder moved out of the way, the shoulder into the post by Carver, and now the clothesline takes out Keanu over the top rope.
Hey, to remind Tate Wilder, last time he was on the outside, went right to that steel post.
And now here we go off the steps here, and planting Keanu Carver with a DDT on the outside of the ring. And now throwing him back inside the ring. This could be the opening Tate Wilder needs to get the victory here. As he heads up to the top rope, taking his time here, this could cost him. And Wilder with the frog splash, and didn't even go for the cover. He knows he ain't done yet. But wait a minute, Keanu already back to his knees. And oh no, Wilder got caught and stumbles off of the top rope down to the ring apron. And oh my goodness! Running over Tate Wilder is Keanu Carver, and now looking for
Take a look. What impact!
a beautiful power slam in the cover, and your winner here in this one, it's Keanu Carver.
Tate might need to rethink some of his recent choices as Carver gains more momentum.
Bugging out a little bit. Are you bugging out?
Kind of am. Hey, boys, no need to bug out. No need to bug out. I know last week was a little bit rough, all right? But it doesn't matter if it's Dion and Saquon or Cutler and Osiris. You guys are the most solid tag team in all of NXT, and tonight you're going to prove it again.
At least if we beat Dion and Saquon, we won't need to worry about Dark State, but it still sucks.
But we got those two scuzzballs outside the ring, and they want to give up a title match to us if they ain't come in with a plan. Like, they're scheming something.
Yeah,
I know this.
obviously, dude. There's 4 of them. You don't think they're just going to use the
What was that?
I got him.
Sorry. Wait, Micah, there's...
Osiris and Cutler? I got him.
Wow.
He's a...
Okay, so the newest member of Vanity Project, this badass chick, apparently is gonna make sure that Dark State, she's got that covered. She's got the rest of Dark State covered. Right. Okay. All right, guys, so we're here on commercial break, just waiting to get back to the action here. As we see our winner was Keanu Carver of that last match. What's up, my love?
Annie.
Mrs. Reynolds paying us a visit here, guys.
Hello.
And how are we doing?
Oh, I'm freaking myself out.
Why?
Because I was doing research about that tip we found on Charlie.
Well, we got it. The whole thing went away. So he's fine. That's why I gave him a bath.
It's
Okay.
a really dangerous tick that we found on him, actually.
Okay, well, he's good.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. It's really awesome to see people comment on my stuff and top at it. Nice counter there, throwing Lizzie Rain over the top and right wrist lock here. It's right around there. You have to go a little further back right now. Love you.
Let me see.
Today went to the hospital and prayed for everyone all day. Kenneth Clark, dude, that is awesome, man. You are doing God's work with that. That is really awesome. Congratulations there, brother. That is a very kind thing for you to do. And definitely want to give Kenneth Clark 24 a big shout out for that, brother. Thanks for sharing that with us here today, guys. You know, God bless all of you guys out there, man. Whatever you're going through in life, if there's any time of day, any time in your lives that you guys can uplift one another or another person or a person in your family or even a complete stranger, that's like one of the best things you can do as a human being, man. So thank you for sharing that with us here, Kenneth, and thank you for setting a good example for people here, man. That's awesome. All right, guys, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Pretty interesting matchup here thus far. I should say in NXT thus far here. Looks like Tatum Paxley's got to watch her back because looks like a lot of women are going to be coming for her NXT North American Championship. Excuse me. Including Zarya, who attacked them after their match was over. That was Lizzie Rain and Tatum Paxley. All right, it's OTM backstage, guys.
What's going on, gentlemen? What's up, big dog? There's a petition going to become Mr. NXT if you wouldn't mind signing. If you bold enough to ask, I guess you bold enough to wear it, bro. It's gonna make Tristan so mad. Probably already mad. OTM does, man. We don't. I like that, and absolutely not. But hey, good luck against the call next week. All right. Appreciate you already. It's gonna be a breeze. What's going on, guys? A petition going to become Mr. NXT if you wouldn't mind signing it.
Excuse me? As the reigning Miss NXT, I can tell you with authority that you are not pageant material.
Talking about fashion, wearing that. Calm down. Right. What's all this about? Fashion. Oh, is that what it is? Look, every week you keep embarrassing yourself. You're embarrassing this entire business. This business that some of us here are actually born to represent. Yeah, that's us. So how about this? How about next week, me and you, we step foot in that ring. I'm going to show you what a proper wrestler is. Proper.
Okay.
You're getting stretched. Sure, yo. Battle of Willy Wonkas.
And a weird laugh there by Shiloh Hill. And somebody in the middle of the ring here. Oh,
Hendricks, a very impressive debut win with Mason Rook tonight. The two of you took down the NXT champion, Tony D'Angelo, and pinned the North American champion, Myles Bourne. Now, do you think this lines you up for a title match against Myles Bourne in the near future?
First of all, that was hella impressive. Who could say in their NXT debut match they beat not just one, but two champions? Match number one, and Cam Hendricks already put himself in the record books. Now, everyone can see quickly why they call me Showtime. Now, I could go for the North American champion, like you said, but Cam Hendricks is in NXT to be the number one superstar. And the best way to becoming number one is by winning the big one. So, Tony D, I caught you slacking before, and that NXT championship is looking prime and ready for lights, Cam.
uh-oh, wait a minute, Mason Rook. I knew this was going to happen. He's interrupting Cam Hendricks after he stole the pinfall away from Mason Rook. I said English. The other girl? Yeah, you voted for the wrong one.
Oh, no.
It's kind of dark, but also like there's a side of it that's also really cool and fun. Like fun. And, I mean, I guess it's good. She's a good guy. Right?
Took the win from me. Hell, without me, you wouldn't even be out here right now calling a shot, let alone calling your shot at a champion. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you a favor, yeah? I'm going to give you a favor. I'm going to give you a chance to give credit to the man who's big, who's bad.
I don't know what to tell you, big boy. No one's going to even remember you were in the match. Just that Cam Hendricks beat the champions. You better get with it or get lost. It's every man for themselves, big boy. Thanks.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, and Mason Rook there with the clothesline to Cam Hendricks. And now...
Oh, no. Oh, no.
And that smash into the middle turnbuckle as the spine of Cam Hendricks goes right into that middle turnbuckle. The impact off the shoulders of Mason Rook, who makes a huge statement here on WWE NXT. And ladies and gentlemen, next Tuesday, it is official. The Women's NXT Championship will be on the line as Lola Vice defends her NXT Women's Championship against Izzy Dame of the Culling. And that's right, guys. We'll see Doran Van Dux taking on Shawn Legacy in the first round of the WWE Speed Tournament next week on WWE NXT. And also, guys, Ren Sinclair, the Women's Speed Champion, will take on Kalani Jordan one-on-one next week on NXT.
I will remember you.
But it's time for our main event.
I already got you 2 Gatorade bottles. No, there's another one in the fridge. Yep. And ladies and gentlemen, making their way to the ring, representing Dark State for our next matchup that is scheduled for one fall. It is the main event for WWE NXT. As we see here, the challengers for the WWE NXT Tag Team titles are Shaquan and Dion Lennox of Dark State. What's up, Keith? Sorry I'm late, man. Going through a lot of drama. Oh, Keith, I'm so sorry, man. What's up, Midnight?
All right. Oh, Midnight's in here.
All right. Whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah, Midnight's in here.
Come here, kitty.
You let him in here.
Come here.
Midnight trying to be famous again. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's Attack of the Floating Kitty! Ah! Is that my dog? Is that my Charlie? Is that Graybeard? Who's a good boy? It's a family affair here on Tim Reynolds Show. Oh, he's so cute. My mom, you're embarrassing me.
Love you.
Love you too. All right, guys, just waiting to get back to the action here on Tim Reynolds Show. Thank you for all of one of you watching here with us today. Oh, man. Slow day at the office here. Slow day at the office. Everybody busy on a Tuesday. Got the club night turning up on a Tuesday. And guys, we did see earlier there on NXT that Shiloh Hill was backstage there trying to get some people to sign his petition, I believe, for him to become Mr. NXT. And it runs into Birthright, who then proceeds to kind of diss him and tell him he is definitely not pageant or Mr. NXT material. But I think they've kind of bit off a little more than they can chew, because now Shiloh Hill has a one-on-one matchup next week with one of the members of Birthright here. So be interesting to see what happens in that matchup next week. What's up, Steve? How we doing, man? Fatu or Roman in Paris? Dude, Steve, put the money on Roman, dog. Put the money on Roman. I honestly, this is what I predicted before the Backlash matchup, right? I think, well, I can't say predicted, but suggested, right? I think that Roman Reigns is going to try to get Fatu to join this new bloodline that he has now, especially as the babyface champion. And I don't know, maybe Fatu will do it, maybe he won't. I'm not exactly sure, but if I really think about it, I think Fatu right now, as much as I'd hate to say this, because he's a guy who I definitely think has a lot of charisma and a lot of really good wrestling performances in the ring overall since he became a WWE superstar. I think after this match, because I'm not expecting him to win the title, I think Roman's going to win the title, or excuse me, I think Roman's going to defend the title at Clash in Italy in Tribal Combat. And with that loss, I think that means either Jacob Fatu is going to be with Roman and the Usos, or Jacob Fatu could go back with Solo Sikoa or a new feud there somehow, or maybe even finding out who was the one who attacked him. Maybe if that was Drew McIntyre or something like that. But I think that's really the only directions for Fatu after this, right? Because otherwise, you're taking Fatu off of programming for a few weeks or whatever until you figure out what you're going to do with him. And I think he's still technically a part of SmackDown. So I don't know. Be interesting to see what happens after that, though. But I'm definitely going with Roman there, Steve. So appreciate your question here on Tim Reynolds Show. Bump. All right, guys, let's crack open a cold one here. Woo! Let's go. It's Tim Reynolds Show. Cheers, y'all. This toast is for you, and I'd just like to make this toast to all my fans here on Tim Reynolds Show that I love the most. Thank you very much. You guys rock, man. You guys rock. Oh, yeah. Do you think Cody retains the belt? Will CM Punk challenge Cody next?
Tonight only.
You know, Steve, that is a very good question, and it's hard to say because I could see a path where Gunther wins that title, and he would deserve it, in my opinion. But I could also see why they would want Cody to win that title and then build this feud with CM Punk, right? I mean, that's probably the direction that they want to go. But you could also build a feud with CM Punk and Gunther as well. So I'm kind of 50-50 right there, man. I could see Cody winning it, but I could also see Gunther winning the WWE title at Clash in Italy as well. All right, guys, so we'll see if Dark State can be on the same page here. And introducing their opponents, they are the WWE NXT Champions, the Vanity Project.
Tag Team Champions, Ricky Smokes and Brad.
And oh no, Dark State attacking Ricky Smokes and Brad Baylor.
A sense of urgency, can you not?
Dark State upstairs.
And oh, Saquon just tossed Ricky Smokes over on the barrier.
Well, this one is official, and Dark State pulling no matches, waiting for no one. They rip the goal back.
And now Brad catching a bunch of elbows here from Dion Lennox.
To reestablish dominance on this ring.
I think Dark State showed up about a year, 1 month ago and showed, like you just said, dominant. They're looking to get back there.
Oh, and there's a nice counter from Ricky Smokes, the cover, and a kick out by Dion.
It's time to look at tonight's NXT recap presented by Progressive. Ricky Smokes, that shots. Makes a tag back into Brad Baylor. And we'll see how Vanity Project.
And now a double team here. Oh no, Ricky Smokes and Brad Baylor got slammed into each other. And a nice power slam there from Dion. And now Lennox tags in Saquon. And now in the corner here, the double team takes down Brad Baylor, the cover, and a kick out quickly.
It happens. You more than anyone can understand their 2,000 tag teams.
Just a little kerfuffle with Dark State, but right now they're back on track.
Oh, and now a nice clothesline there as Dion gets back in and a kick out at 2 by Brad Baylor.
Still the action. Still the action.
Tag was made. And back comes in Saquon Sugars. This quick Scrabble word used.
And now the double team there as Saquon hits the clothesline. And you can see Dion Lennox and Saquon not on the same page here. And now Dion with the right and Saquon with a nice armbar takedown. So already seeing some trouble here between Dark State.
Like it's about not tit for tat or anything like that. It's about going out here and reclaiming those tag team championships.
That's fair. Were you surprised by Osiris and who stepped back so these two could step forward as a tag?
So now the tag made. Here comes Ricky Smokes and a big elbow miss there on Saquon after he was knocked down by Brad Baylor. And a nice armbar takedown there. And now Ricky Smokes in the corner sees a big kick there. And now the tag made by Dion. And Saquon there holding. And Ricky Smokes catches a shoulder to the gut. And a big kick to the face. A nice double team there by Dark State.
Dion into the cover to regain the titles. They kick out. This is the first time they face adversity.
When you win a championship, it's your first championship. It makes you feel a certain. I'm talking about euphoric. And when you lose it, it's something.
All right, so tag made. Here comes Saquon here.
You just have to get back on track.
It seems that has been Dark State has done and gotten back.
Kenneth, they'll have to see, man. I may do one tomorrow. So now we see here a nice headlock here applied on Saquon. Oh, and Ricky Smokes gets picked up like a rag doll. Tag made. Dion Lennox catches Ricky Smokes and plants him down. And now Saquon used as a weapon as well as he gets planted down on Ricky.
By these young guys, the Vanity
And looks like Dark State working a little bit better here as a team.
respect the guys.
Tag was made. Saquon coming back in. Saquon looking right over there. Brad Baylor. Baylor missed.
And now Brad Baylor missed Saquon with a nice monkey flip there.
Turn Brad Baylor inside out for a moment. Saquon, he's come tonight with a game plan. He's come into this matchup.
And oh, Brad Baylor gets thrown over the top rope here. And now Saquon went for the kick and, able to hit the second time there. That drop kick connects onto the outside. And here comes Ricky. Ricky gets caught with a right hand by both Dion and Saquon. Back and forth. And now Ricky Smokes taken out by Dark State. And now the clothesline there from both men takes out Ricky Smokes. And now Vanity Project in big trouble here. And now Dion and Saquon here on the same page. But will they be able to stay on that same page and get the victory here tonight on WWE NXT? We will find out after these commercial breaks. Heck yeah, man. Do you follow AEW? If so, do you think Darby will keep the belt? MJF loses his hair. Good question there, Steve. I don't follow AEW very well, but I do follow that championship. I thought Darby being able to win it was pretty cool. MJF is definitely he's probably the only guy that isn't a former WWE talent that I really like on AEW. But Darby Allin's starting to be a guy that I really like watching as well. So I think both of them competing for that AEW world title is actually pretty awesome. But yeah, I mean, I'm thinking MJF wins. I just think he wins. I don't think they're going to let him, like, cut his hair off, although that'd be pretty sick if they actually did do that. I mean, you probably can't get more of a shock and awe than Darby winning that matchup and MJF having to cut all his hair off. That would be insane. Oh, and Mrs. Reynolds, I'm so sorry. I must have made her sick talking about the Vanity Project. Yeah, kind of does the same thing to me looking at him. And now Dion Lennox here trying to battle back against Vanity Project makes the tag to Saquon. And now Dark State, the right hands there from Saquon. And oh my goodness, as we see there, Sugar able to hit down the atomic drop to both Brad Baylor and Ricky Smokes. And Ricky taken down with the clothesline. And now Saquon Sugar is in control. The tag made by Brad Baylor. I don't think Saquon seen it, and now Brad from behind helps out Ricky Smokes, and the double team here by Vanity Project, the neck breaker there from Brad Baylor, the cover here, and a kick out at 2. Man, and Vanity Project not playing around here, guys. Yeah, Wayne, what's up? They haven't dropped her. She's just been in the locker room with some of those women confrontations over the last 3 weeks. Look, I don't like it either, man, to be honest with you. I think there needs to be more matches on NXT. Like, they have, like maybe 5 matches, 6 tops, and dude, you could easily have 8 matches here if you just made them a little bit shorter and gave everybody an opportunity, but yeah, I don't know, man. The way TKO's been running WWE, to me, has just been so up and down. I'm not a big fan of it. There needs to be more of these superstars that we know are popular, performing. Like for instance, Monday Night Raw was in Greensboro, North Carolina. That was Javon Evans' hometown. And they didn't have the young OG performing on Monday Night Raw. Like, are you stupid? Are you stupid? Like, really? Like, come on. And it's moves like that we're seeing from TKO with WWE. And guys, don't blame Shawn Michaels. Don't blame Triple H. It's TKO. All right, guys, so Saquon Sugar trying to battle back here for Dark State. Brad Baylor and Ricky Smokes, though, fighting them off here. And now Brad, got caught taking out his partner. And now we see Vanity Project not in the right mindset here. And now on the outside, Saquon trying to gather himself. And Ricky Smokes, though, oh my goodness, just went shoulder first into the barrier. And oh my goodness, I think that may have cost Vanity here. And now Saquon looking to make a tag, and he does. Dion Lennox is legal. The clothesline to Brad Baylor, the chop, and now Ricky catches a slam. And here goes Brad, got caught as well. Dion looking to catch Ricky, and oh no, it's a double slam there from Dion Lennox.
Dark State has beaten down.
Now picking up Brad Baylor with these, and a beautiful power slam. The cover by Dion, and Ricky Smokes able to break that pinfall up.
Definitely my wildest dreams, but I would have thought these fans here would be cheering to Dark State. But they are.
And now, oh no, Dion got tagged by Saquon, but also got tagged by that knee there by Brad Baylor. Ricky Smokes makes the tag, and now Brad Baylor, leaping over him is Saquon Shug, and now taking out. And then, the double knees takes out Baylor, and now Ricky Smokes in the ring, and Saquon now looking to roll through, and the cover here, but a kick out at 2. And now Ricky Smokes again, trying to avoid the pinfall, but a kick up. Oh, and a nice headbutt there by Smokes, looking for his tag team partner. Oh, and a headbutt here from Saquon. A nice chop there. Dion Lennox made the tag. Brad Baylor now legal for his team. And Insaguri takes out Ricky Smokes. Brad Baylor got caught. And oh no, what a nice counter there. And now Dion right behind Brad as Saquon Shug goes to the outside. And Dion Lennox picks up Brad Baylor and slams him down. And now from the top rope here, Sugar takes out Ricky Smokes with that huge crossbody. The cover by Dion and a kick out at 2. Oh my. And Dark State can't believe it.
Yeah, here cover on the outside, telling Saquon, go up. Dion.
Was it?
Confident with his eyes. I don't know if it was 3, it was close.
And now, Ricky Smokes saving his teammate Brad, who takes out Dion. The tag made here, and here comes the Vanity Project. And now off the ropes here, Dion with the double clothesline takes down Vanity Project. And now Dion needs to make a tap to Saquon. And wait a minute, Saquon getting distracted here on the outside.
Jumping down. The Cowboy arriving for the moment.
And Lockwood in the face of Dark State here. And now Dion gets tagged. Saquon's legal. Dion able to hit Brad Baylor with that kick. The spine buster there, Ricky Smokes, but Dion doesn't realize he's not legal. And there goes the big elbow from Saquon. The cover here, and a kick out at 2. We almost had new NXT Tag Champs. And now Saquon and Dion not on the same page. Lennox can't believe what happened. And now, Baylor takes out Lennox. The right hand takes out Baylor from Saquon. Ricky Smokes with the roll-up here. The inside cradle. And your winners. And still the NXT Tag Team Champions. The Vanity Project. Ricky Smokes and Brad Baylor. And Dion Lennox can't believe it. Saquon Shug cannot believe it. And Dion Lennox, I don't think he knew the tag was made after the spine buster. No cover there. And that took time for Shug to hit that elbow drop. And it looked like it was over. But Ricky Smokes somehow got the shoulder up. And then Sugar takes out Brad Baylor. And then an inside cradle by Ricky.
So that inside cradle and Vanity Project survived and is walking out tag team champions.
And now what does this mean for Dark State, man? Oh, no! It's Saquon now being beat the hell up by Osiris and Cutler.
Well, if they did that to Saquon.
It's premeditated.
And no, Dion Lennox taking out Saquon as it looks like Dark State has made their decision.
This is something that they had been thinking about for some time, Vic. This thing just happened.
Oh, and what a spine buster by Dion Lennox as we see Dark State turn on Saquon Shug, and now he's in trouble. Oh, and the slap to the face of Deion Lennox as Saquon tries to fight back. But now Dark State taking out one of their former members here. And oh no, tearing out the announcer table here. Oh, and put it right through the table. Oh my goodness. Dark State with a huge statement here on WWE NXT. Wow. And it looks like Saquon is out of Dark State.
And think about this.
Wow.
To Saquon, matching with Dark State will now be the rest of NXT.
And don't know what to make of that there, guys, but it looks like Dark State has made their decision, and they must have been talking about this for weeks because now Saquon is no longer part of Dark State. What an ending there as Vanity Project was able to retain the NXT Tag Team Championships as Ricky Smokes and Brad Baylor were able to somehow pull off the victory. These guys continue to stay hot here on WWE NXT, but thank you everybody for hanging out here on Tim Reynolds Show for this live play-by-play for WWE NXT. Hope you guys enjoyed the live play-by-play. Don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And we'll see you guys next time for another WWE NXT live play-by-play and reaction right here on one of the most electrifying sports entertainment channels on YouTube today. This is Tim Reynolds Show. Now, let's go. Peace out, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the live stream. Have a good night.